Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to get notified for the latest tech videos.
Hey, what's up YouTube, this is Wasay here, and in this video we are going to unbox and set up the Samsung CU8000 Crytstal UHD TV. So let's begin the video. First of all, here is the box of the CU8000 TV. On the front, Crytstal UHD CU8000, and this is the 55-inch TV. It comes in different sizes. Just for reference, the box of the 55-inch TV is that its height is 33 inches and its length is 55 inches. On the side of the box you have the same text as it is written on the front, and on the side you have a sticker where it shows the model number, serial number, etc. The key specs of this TV is that it supports 4K at 60 FPS, it supports HDR and HDR10 plus, it has built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So these are some of the key specs of this TV. On the top of the TV you have the same things, but it has an icon saying front. So this is basically the front of the TV, and you should be careful when handling this box. So now we're just simply going to unbox and see what is inside the box. Here are the different things that come in the box. First of all, a quick start guide on how to remove the TV from the box and how to set it up with the stand. Samsung's warranty card, user manuals, power cable, which means that the power cable is now modular instead of fixed, and a connector to connect your aerial or cable TV. Then you have your two table stands that are adjustable. And lastly, your Samsung remote. On the back you can see it has solar panels as well as a type C port on the bottom, so you can charge it using the type C port or the panels, and it has fixed batteries inside it. Here you have the basic control of the TV remote. So if you have a 55-inch TV variant like me, then you cannot remove it directly. First of all, we are going to rotate the box, as this is the front side, and then we are going to break the box from the front and then remove the TV, which I am going to show you. Here is the back of the screen. As you can see, it is extremely thin. So if I give you a side look, you can see that the screen is pretty slim in thickness. Here on the back of the TV we got these different ports. First of all, we have a USB A ports. Both of these are USB A ports. One is 5 volt 0.5 ampere and the other is 5 volt 1 ampere. Then we have our LAN port for internet connectivity. However, this TV supports Wi-Fi, so you can use Wi-Fi as well. Then we have HDMI 1 port, HDMI 2 port, and then HDMI 3 port. So basically in HDMI 2 port you can see it says EARC. So if you want to connect your Samsung soundbar with this Samsung TV, then you're going to connect your soundbar with HDMI 2 EARC port. However, if you want to connect your PlayStation or any other console or any other thing like that, you're going to connect with HDMI 1 and 3 port. And the other thing is that HDMI 1 and 3 support 2.0 technology, which means you can go a maximum of 4K at 60 FPS. On the bottom we have our antenna ports for cables, and here on the right side we have our modular power supply plug. So by modular I mean that you can plug in any power supply cable length, because you can just plug it in and the cable length is totally dependent on you if you buy it from the market. On the bottom we have these two opening channels, one on the right and one on the left, and basically these are used to connect your TV stand. So basically your table stand which comes with your TV, you can connect it right here. And now I'm going to show you the stands themselves. Here is one of the stands, so you're going to get a total of two. There is no identification of left or right, so you can use any of them anywhere. However, you can see there is a difference in length. So the front side is longer, which means it's going to go into your TV like this, and on the back you can just simply slide it onto the channels of your TV and it will plug in and lock itself automatically. However, if you want to adjust the height, you can just simply pull this plastic, put it on the top, and now when you're going to just simply slide it in, the height of the stand will be more. So this is the basic height adjustment that Samsung provides with this stand. On the bottom you have these rubber grips so that the TV does not slide. So now I'm going to show you how to insert these TV stand or TV feet with your TV. So now I'm going to plug in the TV with my wall outlet. So it supports 220 volts. So let me just plug it in first. Samsung Smart TV. So it has the Tizen operating system installed in it. And here I also have the remote as well. So it should power on itself. This is the first time setup, hopefully. From here you're going to use a remote controller to select your language. You have this circle, I think the camera cannot show it, but you're going to click on the center button to select. So it's going to pair with your remote controller and showing the battery level. Again, your remote has built-in battery, so you can use a type C or solar. So there are two simple options. How would you like to get started? You can either use your smartphone if you have an app, or you can use the remote control. I want to go with the remote control for now. And here we have it. So from here again you can see all the options. Once you set up your or sign into your Samsung account, you can have access to all of these different services. So I'm not going to sign in now. However, it's showing HDMI 1 and 3 on which I have two different devices connected. If I go to HDMI 1, if device is connected and powered on, it should show it here game mode on by default. So Samsung intelligently moved to game mode. And here it's asking me to adjust HDR as PlayStation and both the TV support HDR. So let me just play any game that supports HDR like Spider-Man. And yeah guys, here you have it, the gameplay on the Samsung CU8000 TV, and I gotta say the picture quality is insane looking at the budget and price point of this TV. Again, you cannot see much because I'm recording on my phone, but still the audio and the video quality is awesome. So guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. If you have any other questions, write them in the comment section below, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Other than that, thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe.